Not wanting to completely abandon his research, but also recognizing the fragility of his situation, Wintermute kept a small group of trusted and hardy men with him. He offloaded sufficient provisions and equipment for them to survive up to 6 months, and sent the crew and the Intenebris back to London, with the request that they send a rescue ship to pick them up.
That's dedication. But what does it have to do with our data?
I'm getting there. Months later, the relief ship returned to find only Wintermute remained. He had left books of scrawled notes, data he had gathered using his novel devices, sketches and observances of the men he had kept with him, and a detailed diary outlining their slow but progressive decline into a kind of fugue and madness.
They were bananas.
Wintermute was accused of murdering the men, brought back in shackles, and once back in England, summarily court-martialed and committed to a sanatorium. His equipment, journals, and the data therein were hidden by the Admiralty, and the Royal Geographical Society renounced Wintermute's membership and denounced his research, claiming he had gone rogue.
Weird.
His work disappeared for over a century, until I dug it up.
Why haven't we ever heard this story before?
Exactly the question you should be asking. I had encountered odd and inexplicable references to his research, but always leading to dead ends. I finally managed to get my hands, through no small feat of my own canny research and a dogged determination, I might add, on a few of his earlier papers. It wasn't easy, believe me. A woman, let alone a woman who isn't white, had to work 10 times harder to get access to this material, but I managed to do it. I spent the next 20 years piecing it together, tracing the fingerprints of Wintermute's theory, collecting his data, analyzing, and then adding to his research with research of my own using increasingly modern equipment. And the more I dug, the more data I collected, the more worried I became. Because not only had Wintermute's original fear come to pass, that the world had become dependent on the electrical grid, a technology that would easily be taken offline should any Carrington-level geomagnetic event occur. But even worse, that the Carrington event of 1859 was like a tiny spark compared to the massive, overwhelming storm that might come in the future.
Yeah, the quiet apocalypse.
I started to talk to others about this, but of course, people thought I was crazy. They ignored me at first, then started to denounce me, and then ostracize me. Until I eventually found myself so far on the fringes of accepted science that I was entirely isolated, with nobody to trust, nobody who would believe me.
Well, now they believe
I
you.
lost my job, my marriage failed, all my academic credentials were thrown into question.
Ah, this explains something about your reputation, Dr. Atwood.
Nobody would believe me. Except for John, who you met as Jeremiah, Mr. Mackenzie.
Yeah.
He was a young corporal in the Canadian military when I first met him. Handsome, as I recall. It's a long story on top of an already long story, so I won't tell it all here. But the important thing was he was stationed at a radar observation post along the Dew Line, far north, and started to observe some strange things of his own. He followed the trail, which eventually led him to me. Then when we got together, there were sparks, I tell you. To be believed by someone, it was like a drug. We worked to uncover more data, and he kept his eyes and ears open, using his military connections to gather more information carefully. And he moved up the ranks, but always stayed under the radar, putting his career aspirations aside to ensure he could stay close to the facilities we needed access to. But it was never going to last. At one point, he was caught accessing some classified data shared with our NATO allies, and they thought he was spying for the Russians, so they put him in military prison.
What?
And we lost touch. Years later, he actually found me here, at the radio telescope. He was a changed man. His fire was gone. They'd somehow broken him. He said he still believed, but But he couldn't be part of this journey. And that's the last time I saw him. That was more than 20 years ago. I can't believe he's still alive. And on Great Bear, no less.
Yeah. But you know, the
You
entire
can't
world is
possibly
toast.
believe that's some kind of coincidence. Jeremiah being here.
What are you suggesting?
He stayed here for you.
Isn't it obvious? He stayed here for you,
Yeah, you see?
to be close to you, to keep watch.
He's been here ever since, close by, in case you might need him. And as soon as he saw the aurora and what it could do, he knew.
He knew.
He saw the signs.
Yeah.
When I met him, he was nearly killed by a bear. And when I left him, he was still not much more than half alive. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have come here himself. But he sent me to warn you.
Yeah. I killed the bear.
He made
though.
me promise. And he knew by then what that promise would mean.
He sent you in his place. And it's a good thing he did, because now we have the final piece. This is the answer we've been looking for all these years.
Do we finally have it?
Yes.
I think we do, dear.
The entire world is toast.
I'm not following.
All my research here, and Jace's since she joined me, has been to try to anticipate, to get ahead.
Ahead of what?
The next big Carrington-level event.
The one would already
The thing
happened.
Wintermute spent his life also searching for. And others, lesser scientists, industrialists, crackpots, even here on Great Bear. The island's unique geologic strata and northern latitude created a perfect test bed for geomagnetic research. Even a few decades ago, a German industrialist named Rudiger. But that's not important.
Dr. Atwood, do we know the terminus?
We do, my dear.
And when is it coming? Do we have time to prepare?
It already
No,
came.
dear. It's already too late. It's already started.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means we're in a new geomagnetic normal. What you've seen so far is really just the beginning. Things will get much worse from here on out.
But how long will it last? Carrington was over in a few days, weeks at most.
Oh, this is much bigger than Carrington.
How long, Doctor?
I hesitate to say. With the data I have, I can only offer a vague range. 40 to 400
Hours?
Days?
Years.
years.
There you go.
Wintermute tried to warn us 150 years ago, but nobody listened. And now we're at the very beginning of a geomagnetic storm. A disaster of such proportion we've not seen its like in recorded history.
Welcome to the quiet apocalypse.
The power grid is down. Everything humanity has built over the last 100 years or more, based on technology, electronics, everything based on the integrated circuit, electricity, it's gone. It's all gone. Nature is changing, and soon we'll begin to see the impact on people. We won't emerge unscathed. And this period of darkness will last from 40 to 400 years. A new dark age. The long dark.
Exactly.
And what humanity will exist on the other side of it, I cannot even begin to guess.
Then I need to warn her.
Should have, shielded
I
your
need to get to
equipment.
Perseverance Mills.
You're talking about your ex-wife, the doctor?
Yeah.
Astrid will be there. And she needs what's in this hard case.
What's in the case, and what kind of doctor?
Medical doctor.
She's a researcher. Insomnia, memory loss, fugue states. I think she stole some experimental meds. She's trying to help a friend, a child that's suffering from some mysterious illness. I'm not sure.
Go to her. Regardless of what's in the case, you can bring her here. Her and anyone else you care about. We have to think about the survival of the species now.
But what can we possibly do here?
Oh, Jace, my silly girl. Have you forgotten what this facility is built on?
I just know it's some government thing?
Before it was repurposed for use with the radio telescope, this was an observation post for monitoring satellite communications. Mostly American, Russian, some Chinese, Cold War stuff.
But why here? Who would think we'd be spying from here?
Exactly. A few floors below us are the magnetically shielded dorms and storerooms designed for the folks who used to live and work here back in the Cold War.
Okay.
The whole place is basically a big bunker.
Right. And the team that built the geothermal plant left various supplies behind.
Exactly. There's probably enough dry rations and assorted supplies there to feed dozens of people for a couple of years.
Survival of the species, huh?
Yeah.
I'm afraid so.
Then I better get to it.
We have an achievement. Song of the Earth. Reactivate the geothermal plant and power up the telescope. Find asterisk in Perseverance Mills. Okay, I think I'm going to have to just take a nap, you know? Also, there's probably a lot of stuff here. Let's see. 25 actions. Repair. Okay. That's good. 91, 100, 68 actions. Repair. I need more materials. Okay, that's closed. Not that way. Kitchen. Okay. We're gonna take a nap. We're gonna take some stuff. We're gonna prepare. I should really take a nap, you know? I'm gonna save, actually. We got a lot of exposition. What? Can't sleep? Okay, this is so weird. Can't sleep. Not good. Well, I guess we go like this then. Where's the exit? I think I have enough food and rations. Yeah, that's also good. Well, we can't sleep. Have no. I guess we go. This is not going to be good. Nice. You see? A new dark age. Long dark. Hashtag title. By the way, where's the supply room? I'm gonna take a couple of things. Actions, harvest. Okay. Actions, harvest. this thing. Actions harvest. Yeah, I know, I'm harvesting just a little bit of stuff so we can repair if we need. Where's sprain risk? I'm just gonna drop this coal. Drop that coal. And drop this rose hip, you know? We go over there. It's Jace did not say hi, I mean goodbye, anything, right? Oh, part 3, do no harm. Perseverance Mills. Okay, are we still Mackenzie or did we switch to Astrid? I think we switched to Astrid.
This is your patient. And in case you're thinking of letting him die, consider this a little extra incentive to keep him alive.
Astrid! You don't need to do that.
I need you focused.
I'm a doctor. I'll do whatever I can to help your friend.
He's not my friend. He's my son.
Oh,
He dies, she dies, and then you die.
and then
He's lost a
everybody
lot
dies.
of blood. And his injury looks infected. There's a fair bit of bruising around the torso suggesting there may be internal injuries. Tell me what happened to him.
There was an explosion.
Oh, went kaboom.
Then a lot of heavy stuff fell on him.
Oh,
How did you know to come here?
We heard on the radio.
Shut it, Vachon. You always did talk too much. You never mind that. Just fix Donner.
For internal injuries, there's not much I can do with the equipment here. It's too rudimentary. Normally, he'd be airlifted to a regional hospital.
You'd better figure something out.
I need some better gear, like an emergency trauma kit.
Well, you'd better figure out where you can find something like that, and soon.
The search and rescue station. They need to keep it stocked as emergency backup for remote communities like Perseverance. There's medical supplies there.
Where is it?
Along the old logging roads, north of Desperation Bay. Very rough terrain. It won't be a fast trip on foot.
Well then, Doctor, you better get going.
I'll get the supplies and I'll be right back. And then we'll get Freya out of here.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Doctor. Heller, go with her.
Boss!
Shut up and get going. A little company to make sure you come back. And remember, Donner goes, and your friend won't be looking quite so healthy when you get back.
Be careful, Astrid.
okay.
Look, we've been traveling for hours. I'm not going any further.
My friend warned us it was a long walk to the SAR station.
I'm freezing. Gotta warm up before I go any further.
I guess we can stop for a bit.
Listen, lady. Hey, look, a train.
The objective, retrieve the trauma kit.
Damn, what an ancient piece of junk. This thing belongs in a museum.
You know anything about trains?
Nah, not really. Just think they're cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
bet this track leads to the SAR station.
Okay, so what do you want me to retrieve the trauma kit? You want me to do something with the train? Jane, Dr. Atwood. Worn logbook, captain's log. Okay. We got a lot of stuff here.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I know. Okay, we're gonna be dropping this. Okay, we're gonna drop that. You're going to drink this. We need to get it under 30. That's bad. Drop that. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just start a fire. Oh no, it's not working. Okay. So what do I drop? Drop that. Drop this. Jesus. Drop that. I'm gonna drop this and drop that. I wanna drop that. Drop this. I hear fluffies, but whetstone. We're gonna drop the whetstone. We are still kinda heavy. I'm gonna be dropping that, that, and that. I'm gonna drop this. Cattail, drop that. I want a drink. I should drop this, you know? And I'm gonna drop that. And I'm gonna drop this. And what else? I'm gonna eat that. And drop this. Okay, we're good. Heal the sprain date. Okay, so save game. So our objective is retrieve the trauma kit. Enter vehicle.
If I could just get this old steam engine working, it would save us a lot of time.
Sure would beat walking. But it looks to be missing some control parts. Throttle, maybe?
Must be around here somewhere.
Okay.
Well, good luck with that. I'll just be over here, looking for some way to thaw out.
Gee, thanks for your help.
Anytime, lady.
Can you like ignite this thing? No.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
There's a lot of stuff, but we cannot do this. Can I? Okay. Start the fire. Use the reclaimed wood. Reclaimed wood. Okay, good. What else do we have here? Fresh venison. Reclaim wood. I'm gonna take the fresh venison. And I'm gonna cook it. Okay. Throttle.
Maybe I can find something useful in that maintenance shed.
Oh, okay, thank you. I hear fluffies. This is cool. Oh, look at that. He's gonna put it there so we can ensure that the fire burns for a long time. I don't know why my... Okay, maple syrup. Why my current capacity is not back at 35, you know? It used to be. Okay, maintenance shed. At least the fire is going to go for a few hours. Oh, you want me to go from over there then? Okay. How do I get up there? There's something there. Okay, go up. Backpack there. It look in this direction, but I don't see any way to go up. Let me grab the coal. Pretty sure you should have, you know, like, you're standing looking at this thing and this is not good, working. Add fuel. Okay, that's still cooking. How do we get up there? I see birds. Someone dead over here?
This'll come in handy.
I took the bandage. I took the marine flare just in case. You know, I actually have this, and I have this. I could shoot that guy in the face if I wanted. And open that. Can I do something with this? How the hell do I get up there? I don't see any way up. I perhaps move this. Like, do you have a break or something that we can...
Just follow the road. The blood in your veins like a track for the trains. The heart always aims for the place where you belong. Just follow